Dear Bethesda, actually this isn't specific to just you, but all publishers really, so EA, Ubisoft, and all you buddies out there with your marketing departments and sales figures and PR leads, huddle up, this is for all of you. We need to talk about season passes. And look, I know you're already bracing yourself because, a lot of us who are critical of season passes really tend to lay it on thick. We talk about how it's a shameless attempt akin to pre-orders that are yet another attempt to part consumers with their currency before they even have anything in their hands, which admittedly in a capitalist market where you look at incentives and motivations is kind of fucking weird. If we're supposed to motivate you to produce quality content by more or less making you beg for our money, doesn't a lot of that get tossed out of the window if we give you money ahead of time? Anyway, that's not really what I wanted to focus on this time. Smarter and sexier people than I have already mentioned that. Plus, honestly, actual economics are a little bit more complicated than basic invisible hand of the free market type models. I'm not here to convince you that season passes are wrong because they're bad for the consumer and bad for the quality of downloadable content. Well, not entirely anyway. And I know fans of these letters I write are probably expecting this to be the part where I pick some arbitrarily useless point to nitpick, but nope. I just wanted to talk directly to you, Bethesda, and other publishers about why season passes aren't only just bad for consumers like me and our fans, but are actually bad for you too. The only reason I'm singling you out, Bethesda, is that you've been dropping DLC hints all last week, and well, if I can be a bit cynical for a moment, people here love when we talk about Bethesda. But honestly, I've noticed people getting restless for DLC. I'm sure you have too. It's all pretty normal, I'm sure. You have passionate people who passionately love a game and they want more. More! So 3 months after your game's released, it's not surprising to see people getting antsy. Unfortunately, a lot of them are going past antsy and are getting demanding. Like, holy shit, guys, can you calm down? I know 3 months seems like a long time to you as a gamer. I mean, in 3 months, I've clocked nearly 200 hours in Fallout 4, which I know for a fact is almost nothing compared to other folk, but whatever. That's an amount of time that can actually be measured in days. But while it might seem like a long time to us, when it comes to developing extra hours of content, that's basically no time at all. Game development takes time. You have to write scripts, make new models, code in new features, test for bugs, and that's for mediocre features. But before you start pumping your chest and being like, yeah, thanks for defending us, Austin, just stop for a second. I'm gonna let you finish, but I have to tell you, the people getting shitty with you, they're actually kinda right. You see, this is one of my big problems with people treating season passes like they're actually just a convenient way to buy DLC at a cheaper price, like it's some kind of bundle, when it really isn't. What you're buying when you buy a season pass is a promise. You're buying the promise of DLC. Unless you purchase it after DLC has already come out, which I admit I did for The Witcher 3 with a little bit of guilt, but seriously, they won Game of the Year, and for good reason, and they have proven that they're really determined not to follow the formula of most DLC. In either case, they could still fuck me over, which will make me curse the heavens for all time! Anyway, unless you're purchasing the season pass after most of it has already come out already, you're entirely betting on a wing and a prayer. But that's not worth nothing. I mean, it's one thing to promise us DLC and quite another to promise it while taking our money. Now, you're obligated to get something to us, and we're justified in getting angry if you don't deliver. Need extra time? Why? We already gave you money with the expectation of a timely release. Dig into that pay for some overtime. And this isn't just me being a whiny consumer here. I don't buy season passes. Well, okay, except for The Witcher 3, but okay, I don't normally buy season passes. But if you're gonna take people's money ahead of time, it's not unreasonable for them to expect a speedy delivery. I mean, BioShock Infinite delayed releasing their DLC for quality reasons, and there was huge backlash. See, the season pass model kind of puts you in a tight spot as a developer. Of course, everyone wants the DLC to be quality, and you will get absolute mounds of shit from people if your DLC is crappy. I don't need to remind you about Horse Armor DLC, do I? Well, I mean, I guess I just did, but anyway, people don't forget stuff like that, nor will they be particularly forgiving if it's buggy and broken, but now you're obligated to get us DLC in time because the consumers paid for that. Sure, you may have some EULA thing that means you're technically allowed or whatever to take as much time as you want, and you're not owing us whatever, blah, 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 but when has an end user license agreement ever protected a business from PR backlash? It didn't help Facebook when it ran analytical tests on its users, and I definitely doubt it's gonna protect publishers from backlash brought about by broken, buggy, or delayed DLC. So this is why I really think that you, publishers across the board, need to take a better look at your season pass models. I'm not against them in theory. I definitely see the merit, but you need to do extensive in-house analytics to figure out if a season pass model is something you can even deliver on, because if not, oh boy, you're in for a world of hurt. And we've yet to see what your DLC is gonna be like, Bethesda, and personally, I do hope it's good. I'll admit, I'm worried. Fallout 4 felt kind of rushed to me. I know you spent like 7 years on it, but you tried to do a lot. But I don't want your game or your DLC to be bad, so I hope it's good. And I don't think you're taking too long. Yet. But just be warned, this give me DLC attitude, it's not gonna go anywhere. Not as long as season passes exist, and especially not as long as publishers treat them as though they're the best practice for every game franchise under the sun. So just think about that for a while. It's not just about us, it's about you too, and about nailing yourself down for promises that you may not be able to keep. Do you really want that kind of pressure all the time? But hey, if Ubisoft can stop doing annual releases for Assassin's Creed for a while, maybe there's hope yet for the AAA game industry. Sincerely, Austin. P.S. Speaking of Bethesda, I know a lot of you folk are just getting antsier and antsier for Season 4 of the Fallout Storyteller to come back. We are too. Our machinima artists are working in the engine, getting familiar with how it works differently from Gamebryo, but here's the deal. Season 4 of the Storyteller is definitely going to be in the Fallout 4 engine, which means for now, we're entirely dependent on Bethesda releasing the creation kit. We can't even begin production until then. So yeah, if you want to bug Bethesda about something other than DLC, do that. A big thank you to our Patreon supporters who are responsible for making this show possible. If you'd like to support the show, head over to our Patreon page and pledge whatever you can. If not, that's fine too. Just liking and subscribing helps us a lot. Or turning off ad block.